Hey everyone, welcome back to Car Flash, the place where you don't get dealership rehearsals, you don't get sugar-coated marketing fluff, and you definitely don't get the same copy-paste one-liners you've heard 1,000 times before. Here, it's all about the real story behind the wheel, the details that matter, and the driving experience that separates good from great. Today, we're diving into one of the most balanced and versatile luxury performance SUVs of 2026, the all-new Audi SQ5. Audi has always nailed the sweet spot between comfort, class, and capability, but this time, they've dialed it up in a way that might just set a new benchmark for the entire segment. Exterior: let's start from the moment you lay eyes on it. Because the 2026 SQ5 doesn't just look good, it looks purposeful. The front end is sharper than ever, with Audi's latest single-frame octagonal grille finished in dark chrome, giving it that understated aggression only a square model can pull off. The honeycomb mesh pattern adds real depth, flanked by resculpted air intakes that aren't just for show, they feed the new cooling system that supports the enhanced powertrain. The headlights now feature Audi's new digital matrix LED technology, and they don't just illuminate the road, they actually project adaptive light patterns depending on your surroundings. The daytime running lights have a new dynamic signature too, instantly recognizable in the rearview mirror of anyone ahead of you. Down low, the front bumper has been reworked with larger vents and sharper contouring, while the hood has subtle creases that draw your eyes up and over the muscular stance. It's aggressive without trying too hard, a perfect mix of confidence and class. Move to the side, and the profile of the 2026 SQ5 carries that classic Audi balance: strong shoulder lines, wide wheel arches, and a subtle taper toward the rear. The proportions just feel right. The designers have tweaked the body to be slightly longer and a touch lower than before, improving aerodynamics and giving the SUV a more athletic posture. The standard 21-inch V-spoke alloy wheels fill the arches perfectly, though optional 22-inch performance wheels with a gloss titanium finish make it look like a piece of rolling architecture. You'll also notice the brushed aluminum mirror cops and square signature and a blacked-out window trim if you go for the black optic package. It's those little touches that make it feel tailored rather than just sporty. At the rear, Audi's design language continues to evolve beautifully. The taillights now feature a 3D OLED pattern that changes depending on drive mode: dynamic, sport, or efficiency. The quad exhaust setup is still there, thankfully real and not fake like so many others. Each pipe sits neatly in a reshaped diffuser finished in gloss black, tying everything together with a sense of precision. The subtle roof spoiler adds just enough aerodynamic edge, while the overall width gives it a planted, performance-ready stance. It's the kind of rear end that makes you take one last glance after parking it. Interior: step inside, and this is where Audi always reminds everyone how good they are at craftsmanship. The interior of the 2026 SQ5 has been completely refreshed, taking inspiration from the electric Q6 e-tron but keeping the driver-focused DNA alive. The cabin is now wrapped in a combination of Vulcan leather and dynamic microfiber, with diamond stitching on the sport seats and contrast piping that gives it a race-inspired feel. The seating position is spot on, low enough to feel connected, high enough for SUV confidence. In front of you, the 12.3-inch Virtual Cockpit Plus dominates the view with crisp new graphics and multiple layouts, including a special square performance view with real-time G-force data, boost pressure, and lap timers. The center console now houses a 14.5-inch MMI touchscreen that's slightly curved toward the driver. It's fast, intuitive, and finally supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto that actually stay connected. There's also a smaller secondary display for climate controls integrated seamlessly into the dash, replacing the old physical knobs with haptic feedback sliders that feel premium rather than gimmicky. Ambient lighting wraps around the cabin with 30 customizable colors, transforming the interior mood from calm luxury to performance intensity at night. The Bang & Olufsen 3D premium sound system with 19 speakers fills the space with concert hall clarity. Even the door panels have been redesigned with soft-touch materials and illuminated trim. The rear seats now recline slightly more than before, and legroom has improved thanks to better packaging under the new floor structure. Cargo space remains generous, easily swallowing weekend luggage or a set of golf clubs, while the powered tailgate with gesture control makes access effortless. Now, performance, yeah, that's where the SQ5 really steps up for 2026. Under the hood, Audi keeps the familiar 3.0-liter turbocharged V6, but it's been re-engineered with a new twin-scroll turbo and a 48-volt mild hybrid system. Power output climbs to 385 horsepower and 406 pounds-feet of torque, delivered through an updated 8-speed Tiptronic automatic transmission. The result: 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 4.5 seconds, shaving nearly half a second off the outgoing model. It's fast, but what really impresses is how seamless it feels. The Quattro all-wheel drive system has been refined again, now capable of sending up to 85% of torque to the rear when needed, giving it a more rear-biased, sporty driving character. Combine that with the adaptive air suspension and drive select modes, and you've got a machine that can go from comfortable commuter to corner-carving SUV with the push of a button. In comfort mode, it glides like a luxury cruiser, quiet, composed, effortless. Switch to dynamic, and the suspension stiffens, throttle response sharpens, and that V6 wakes up with a deeper, angrier tone through the optional sports exhaust system. Steering feedback is improved as well, a more natural and responsive, especially with the variable ratio system. And if you tick the box for the sport differential, it actively shifts torque between the rear wheels mid-corner to keep you perfectly balanced. It's technology doing what it's supposed to do, enhancing the drive, not replacing the driver. Fuel economy improves slightly, too, thanks to the mild hybrid assist, offering around 22 mpg combined, which isn't bad for something this quick. Audi also made big strides in driver assistance tech. The 2026 SQ5 gets adaptive cruise with lane centering, 960° camera view, and the new predictive efficiency assist, which uses navigation data to optimize your throttle and braking before you even reach a curve or junction. It's smart, subtle, and doesn't intrude like some over-aggressive systems and rivals. As for pricing, the 2026 Audi SQ5 starts around $65,000 for the base Premium Plus trim, while the Prestige version pushes closer to $72,000 fully loaded. Add a few performance or styling packages, and you're knocking on the door of $78,000. But in return, you're getting one of the most complete packages in the luxury performance SUV class, something that balances excitement with everyday usability. Competitors like the BMW X3 M40i and Mercedes-AMG GLC 43 may offer similar power, but the Audi's refinement, ride comfort, and interior design make it feel like the more mature, all-rounder choice. It's not the loudest or flashiest option, but it's the one that just feels right in every situation. Whether you're blasting down a twisty mountain road or cruising through city traffic, the 2026 SQ5 delivers that quiet confidence Audi is known for. So, after spending time with it, here's the takeaway: the 2026 Audi SQ5 isn't trying to reinvent the wheel. It's perfecting it. It's a car that feels polished, balanced, and genuinely enjoyable to drive. It might not be the most radical SUV out there, but it's arguably the one that'll make you smile the most, day in and day out. That's the kind of car we love here at Car Flash, and not just one that looks good on paper, but one that delivers in the real world. If you enjoyed this deep dive review, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more no-fluff car reviews, and ring that bell so you never miss what's next. Thanks for watching, and as always, drive safe, stay curious, and I'll catch you in the next one.